Welcome to my channel. It's Chelsea. Today we're going to talk about what I do for a living. I kind of came to the end of my journey, as you could probably think about it, as an exotic dancer or stripper. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did for a living from 2018 up until the beginning of this year. And it was quite something. I think that was 18, 19, 20. So that was kind of like 5 or 6 years. And yeah, it was a pretty long while. So that's kind of what I did up until this year. And it's really not a difficult it's really not difficult, but I think it has a lot to do, in my situation, it has a lot to do with age. And as a 24-year-old, I kind of thought it was time to call it quits and maybe start some newer things and maybe think of a new career path, and maybe stay in, I currently live in Miami, so I could probably stay in Miami, or probably decide to maybe change locations if it's like more convenient for what the future has to hold. But as for now, I live in Miami, and I'm not sure about what to do, so I kind of took time off to maybe start YouTube, or start something else. But for now, it's kind of like what I'm going through. But as for dancing goes, it's really interesting because it didn't take me long to catch on, and it was kind of heartbreaking this year when I kind of stopped doing what I was doing. And I think it has a lot to do with how I kind of got into it. It has a lot to do with where I'm from. It's pretty hot down here. It's pretty cool. So you kind of catch on to and get the hang of things pretty conveniently, because everything is kind of available. So yeah, it wasn't really difficult to find out about where to kind of work. So when I first started, it was, I think I did like, I would probably go from like 1 in the morning to like, when I first started, I would probably go from like 7 in the evening until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And as the time went by, I would kind of stay, maybe get there a little later. I'll probably get there around 10 at night and leave like in the morning, like maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. So that was really the reason of me quitting, because Um, it just wasn't, I mean, it's just, you can't go on forever. And as you age, you kind of tell the difference between, you kind of know the difference. And it kind of gets pretty draining over time because, I mean, there is certain precautions that need to be taken with your body just in general because, you know, you have high heels on and, you know, sometimes there's a lot going on with your environment. So it was a difficult thing to kind of leave. And okay, so as I was saying, I was that was kind of my occupation up until the beginning of this year. And really was the fuel behind me putting my time and energy into something more positive and kind of more relevant to my life and what I'm kind of going through right now is me kind of like maybe starting my YouTube journey and seeing how that goes for now. But really I could kind of say women don't really think about our bodies and aging until I would probably say like 40. But kind of in the situation and environment that I was in, it became pretty relevant and apparent that I mean you kind of age out of certain things over time, but I think it just needs you, I mean yourself, myself, and my mental the mental space I'm currently in just kind of needs me to be a little bit more available to kind of get some well needed rest and probably just take care of my body more and not really depend on certain things and certain people to not really go overboard or like do anything out of hand, because I'm really a responsible person and I never really get into any situations that put me in danger or could possibly do something bad to me. So at this point I am 24 years old, and that sounds young, but it's kind of in the middle of, are you old or not? Are you young or not? Kind of in the middle of, are you young or not? So I can't really say I'm young. So I think matured over my experiences and time is appropriate. So I can kind of say I'm mature and I'm not interested in really going to the club or clubbing or working at the club I worked at or really participating in any nightlife behavior, because like I said, I'm just not associating myself with people or environments that could possibly put me in danger, because I mean it's a small world and you live and you learn and things change. So this year has been a year of change for me, and I'm very like supportive in general about anybody who has is interested or is going through the same thing, kind of you know, the everyday hustle of being a stripper or dancer, or kind of maneuvering that space. So tune in next time, and I love you. Chelsea 22.